Welcome back to 3-Star War Strategy. Your host, Name of the Lord, here with my next Clan Hopper episode, and I am at We Are Raiders, and all I can say is wow, I'm very impressed with this clan. I was actually invited over because they hopped into a war against Brothers. If you remember Brothers, they went up against War 101 and beat them. They did have a little bit of higher heroes, but same advantage on We Are Raiders, and We Are Raiders cleaned the map with them. 2-star on all the Town Hall 10s, and 3-star to everything else. And as I was going through this, the Town Hall 9s, 10 of the 12 Town Hall 9s were LaLoon. I could not believe what I was seeing. Very impressive LaLooning skills. Obviously not anti-3 bases. I did learn quite a bit. I do want to show some replays, so we'll start getting into those. But I might talk a little bit about what I've been noticing. And this is an easy LaLoon, in my opinion. Easy to get the 2 air defenses and a very clean base for working around. And these loons that come in here will work through. This is a very good base for something like this. The air blowers are pointing this way and this way. This is a very nice base for it. But what I'm learning is it doesn't matter if the air defenses are touching. For example, if this air defense was here and it was within the range of this air defense right here, it didn't affect them. They still tried it. They still succeeded. Obviously, if you have not seen my Town Hall 9 anti-3 war base video, you'll see the best deterrent to a LaLoon attack by far is setting up some hard pathing. So the loons cannot come in, hit one target here, and then path straight to that defense. So you want the loons to have to make turns and not get there as quickly. So keep that in mind. Also, back end, in this case, you knew he was going to go this way, setting up your back end balloons, your air mines on this last air defense or the second to last air defense, both preferably 2 on each. Just keep that stuff in mind. Great attack here by John Warlock. I love this one. I got a few more to show. I do want to show a hog because I was talking to the leader. Great leader. My goodness, I wish I could remember his name. I'm gonna have to look it up. Great leader. Chatted with him about LaLoon. Chatted with him about Gary. Gary, couldn't remember. Sorry, Gary. Chatted with him about whether they use hogs, how often they use hogs. They do use hogs. They're trying to implement more strategic hogs. Obviously, we talked about how it's very similar to Lune with the pathing and the drop speeds and how you try to, you do a few loons per defense, kind of like that, and you're patient with your next batch of loons. You kind of wait for them to rotate around, similar to strategic hogs. So they're working on that. Obviously, they're going to need that in a tougher 3-star war. These bases aren't really set up anti-3-star. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Here we're coming out with a great hog here. He did a quick lure, so he knew what was in there. He was able to send in one hog and get the lure, but he's not worried about that hound. If he can use the dark spell here on the pups if they become an issue, but they really do not become an issue. That enables him to save it in case of skulls popping up, and there they are, the skellies, already chasing his hogs. But his kill squad dismantled this part of the base, and he started his hogs so quick and then worked off of that double giant bomb so that these hogs would stay up. By the time they get around, there's very little left for the hogs to get to, so great attack, knocking out that double giant bomb there, and saving this one here for the kill squad. So great hog attack. I was here for a long time. I just really enjoyed the company. I peeked in on their chat. They let me into their chat room on GroupMe. Good conversation. Guys that know what they're talking about. Great leadership. So if you're looking for a clan, here's a good place to check it out. Always welcome to come check out Dirty as well. But just the activity, being here so long, I was able to sit in through a war and then also scope out this war that had already finished, and they're already getting ready to start another war. And I'm going to bring a couple more attacks here. I'm going to go over to the other war and show something special too. So hang on, we'll get there. Again, a level 16 queen, maxed air defenses. They're touching, which means if you clicked on one of these air defenses, it would range over this air defense. You would think that helps, but look at the pathing. This is important, and as well as where the air sweepers are pointing. Here's an air sweeper pointing this direction, and the other one right here. So he's coming in and going against that air sweeper, and look at the pathing. This Tesla certainly helps, but watch placement of the spells are great. They just do a good job. Look, he drops in this third loon, or third hound, onto this air defense, knowing the hounds or the pathing took a little longer with that Tesla, but they get on to this second one with these two rages here and here so quickly that he just wrecks this base. People, don't be afraid of the level 3 expos being up. They do so little damage to these loons as they're pathing around. It's the air defenses that you have to watch out for, the air mines, make sure the hounds soak up the traps, that type of stuff. So great attack. Zat, can I just call you Zat? Zat, I don't know how to pronounce your full name, I'm sorry. But keeping hounds up, keeping pups available for cleanup is also key. You don't want to lose your pups, which means when the hounds do burst, you want loons around. You don't want the loons so far out that the pups are going to die before the loons get there. And they do have a solid Town Hall 8 attacks, attackers, I should say. And here's just a solid one I want to show. Double giant bomb right here. He knows it. So going to do whatever it takes to get that set off, more than what he anticipated using, but it's what needed to get done. He still has 26 hogs, and then he's going to start on these defenses, and he's going to work this way, which gives him more time to set that double giant bomb off. So taking care of the kill squad. Nasty little kill squad for a Town Hall 8 to take care of, but he's got the right mixture of troops to do so, using the king up there as well, very wise. And you see he's still dumping in troops to get that trigger. He knows he cannot 3-star this base with that bomb there. So he gets one triggered there. He starts his hogs and gets these couple hogs to split off. Or does he drop in? No, I think he gets a couple hogs to split off. There it is right there, one hog. Got that second one, and they're just working their way around the base. He's got 3 heals for all 3 spots where a lot of defenses are clumped together. allows for lack of spring traps as well. Overall solid attack. Ends right there where the double giant bombs were. So well done, G-Star. Solid attack, a lot of solid attacks again. And they just clean the map on Brothers. A solid clan. Brothers is, as we saw not that long ago, and very high heroes, difficult bases, Town Hall 10 bases. These guys 2-starred all their Town Hall 10s. If you haven't seen Powder Bang put out a video on Town Hall 10s, it's actually pretty good stuff, as well as the One Hive versus Powder Bang war was legit. They showed an attack on there that was pretty good stuff as well to check out for Town Hall 10s. Here's the last war. Didn't quite clean the map, but did what needed to get done. And we won't waste too much more time here, but I did want to show this. AQ walk. You guys have probably seen plenty of AQ walks, but We Are Raiders runs with the 100% fair play profile, which makes AQ walks much more difficult. Most AQ walks that you see will use mod to get it done. And you ask me how I know that this guy's not modding. Well, I have reasons to believe. There wasn't a whole lot over here to make him go this way. If there was something close and he didn't drop like a wizard to take this out, that would tell me he's probably modding. But there wasn't anything there. It was a great place to start the attack. He's going to work his way around. And when you watch his hounds and his loons come in, it gets a little sloppy, and you're not sure if he's going to get it towards the end. It's just the pathing is really a mess. It just tells me that he went for it. They were up, and they didn't need the stars, so he went for it and pulled it off. So good stuff. Arcade. Should have turned off my chat board. All my men over at Dirty. Sometimes they get a little dirty, so hopefully nothing too bad pops up here. Still got that queen working. Going to take care of that dragon, but you're not going to get much else out of the queen. Already used the ability. Expo's locked onto him. It's overtaking what the healers are doing at this point, but gets going on this raid, drops in the hounds, and just basically swarming this base from all sides with loons. Got 2 rage, and he's got 2 freeze. So he drops that first freeze because that's the Inferno he's going to hit first, and then he drops that second one. Might have been a hair early, as he's still a ways away from getting to that second Inferno. You'll see this kind of gets a little sloppy. The loons bunch together. The rage is beginning to wear off. He's out of the rage. If there were a whiz tower left, I think he would not have gotten it because all of his loons have low life. But with that last hound up, still taking the Tesla fire, and allows it to pop right at the last second. It's just very good timing, very lucky timing, and basically got this thing smashed by then. The reason that AQ walk works with like a mass loon attack on the back like that is he basically wiped out this portion of the base, and then he's only got the few defenses on the out here, and then all these defenses in here, and he's got the 2 rage, 3 rage, 2 freeze for that area. So good stuff, great stuff by everybody over here. Had a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me in, Gary, and we'll stay in communication, I'm sure. and maybe get something put together for the future, or get you guys matched up with somebody and have a little 3-star battle back and forth. Good luck in the future. I'm sure you will not need it, as you can see, 162 wins, good stuff, and God bless everybody.